The number one reason multi-generational living arrangements fail is not money. It is not generational differences. It is not scheduling conflicts. It is accidental exposure. One family accidentally seeing into the other family's private space. The architecture making privacy something both families have to actively maintain, rather than something the building delivers automatically. According to a June 2024 survey of 1,001 Americans by Lombardo Homes, 62% of people in multi-generational households cited lack of privacy as their biggest challenge. And the same survey found that only 3 in 10 multi-generational households have genuinely separate living areas for different generations, a gap that researchers called a potential barrier to multi-generational living working long-term. What you're about to see is how a curved S-shaped barndominium closes that gap permanently through the arc of the building itself. The curved S-shaped barndominium, why the arc geometry solves the two-family privacy problem, and why engineers keep arriving at this floor plan. Reason 3 is the one that makes engineers specifically prefer the S-shape over every other two-family configuration, and it involves something the curved geometry does that no straight wall can replicate. Stay with me. What the S-shape actually is. The geometry first, because once you see it clearly from above, everything else makes immediate sense. The curved S-shaped barndominium is exactly what its name says. 2 smooth, continuous arcs, each one a sweeping curve of steel-framed construction with white vertical siding and a dark standing seam curved metal roof, flowing into each other at a central transition point to form the letter S when viewed from above. The upper arc curves around and embraces its own semi-enclosed outdoor zone on the upper right face, the social courtyard, pool, lounge, outdoor dining. A dramatic triangular glass gable end on the upper wing floods the interior with light and frames the courtyard view. This is Family One's world. Their outdoor space is wrapped by their arc of the building like a sheltering arm. The lower arc curves in the opposite direction, wrapping around its own semi-enclosed outdoor zone on the lower left face, a quieter garden. Stone patio. Outdoor seating in the shade of the arc's curve. This is Family 2's world. Their arc shelters their space in exactly the same way, but pointing in the opposite direction entirely. The center of the S, where the 2 arcs meet and transition, is the structural heart of the building, the shared zone, the place neither family owns exclusively. From the road, you see a single building. From above, you see 2 complete private worlds sharing one continuous curved structure. Let's go deep into the reasons this floor plan is irresistible. Reason 1. The curved arc eliminates sightlines that straight walls cannot make. This is the geometric argument that straight wall floor plans cannot make. A straight wall creates a sightline. Put 2 families in wings that face each other across a courtyard, and every window on one side can see every window on the other side. This is the H-shape's specific limitation for 2 genuinely independent families. The courtyard that is one of its greatest assets for an extended family becomes an involuntary shared stage for 2 families who need genuine separation. A curved arc does something fundamentally different. The concave inner face of each arc wraps its own outdoor zone, and the direction that inner face points is entirely determined by the direction the arc curves. The upper arc curves to face the upper right. The lower arc curves to face the lower left. These are opposite directions on the property compass. From the pool courtyard on the upper right, you look outward through the opening of the upper arc toward the rural landscape beyond. There is no sightline to the lower garden. The arc of the building itself curves away and blocks the view before it could reach the other family. From the lower garden on the lower left, the same is true in reverse. The S-shape's privacy is not achieved by distance or by walls between the families. It is achieved by the direction the building curves. 2 arcs, 2 directions, 2 private worlds that the geometry makes structurally invisible to each other. Reason 2. Each arc wraps its own outdoor zone like a sheltering arm. The outdoor privacy. And the curved arc delivers something that a straight wall never can. When a straight wall flanks an outdoor space, it defines a boundary. When a curved arc wraps around an outdoor space, it creates an embrace. The pool courtyard inside the upper arc of this S-shape is not just beside the building, it is sheltered by it on 3 curved sides simultaneously. The arc curves around from the left, sweeps across the back, and curves back toward the right. The outdoor zone sits inside that embrace. Wind is deflected. Road visibility is blocked by the curve. The space feels protected rather than merely enclosed. The lower garden zone inside the lower arc receives the same sheltering geometry in the opposite direction. The arc curves around the quiet patio and garden, creating a natural windbreak, natural privacy from the road, and the particular sense of outdoor comfort that comes from being held by a curved structure rather than boxed by straight walls. Both families step outside into an outdoor space that was architecturally designed to feel like it belongs to them, sheltered, oriented, and private, before a single plant is placed or a single fence post is set. And because both arcs curve away from each other at the center transition point, neither family's outdoor zone is visible from the other, not from inside, not from outside. The S-shape physically prevents the mutual exposure that shared courtyards inevitably produce. Reason 3. The curve itself is the acoustic barrier. The engineering argument, and this is the one that distinguishes the curved S-shape from every angular 2-family floor plan. Sound travels in straight lines. When 2 families are separated by a straight wall, sound transmits directly through that wall and requires insulation, mass, and careful construction to control. When 2 families are separated by a curved structure, the geometry itself begins to do acoustic work that straight construction cannot. The concave inner face of each arc acts as a diffuser for any sound generated within the courtyard zone. Rather than reflecting sound directly back across a straight plane toward the adjacent space, the curve scatters and redirects sound energy across the arc's interior, dissipating it before it can travel around the building to the other family's zone. More significantly, the transition point at the center of the S, where the 2 arcs meet, is never a direct path between the 2 courtyard zones. To move acoustically from the upper pool courtyard to the lower garden, sound would have to navigate around the full curve of the lower arc, a path that involves multiple angle changes, distance, and the structural mass of the curved wall assembly. In practical terms, the pool party in the upper arc can be fully active while the older couple in the lower garden reads in genuine quiet. Not because of exceptional soundproofing, because the shape of the building is working against sound transmission from the first moment. That is the engineering argument for the curved S-shape. The geometry does acoustic work before the insulation specification even begins. Reason 4. The transition zone belongs to neither arc. The social architecture argument. The center of the S, where the upper arc and lower arc transition into each other, is the most structurally interesting zone in the building and the most socially significant one. It belongs to neither family. It is not the continuation of the upper arc into the lower arc. It is the inflection point, the place where the building's direction changes and where neither family's curved space dominates. Shared utilities live here. The electrical panel, mechanical systems, an optional shared gathering room that both families access from their respective arc interiors by walking toward the center. The critical distinction: in most 2-family floor plans, the shared central space is something both families navigate to reach their own living areas. Every time you walk through it, it belongs to whoever is there. In the curved S-shape, each family's arc is self-contained. They walk toward the center by choice, for a meal, for a conversation, for a shared evening, and they walk back into their own arc when they are ready. The center becomes a chosen gathering point rather than a mandatory thoroughfare. According to Lombardo Homes 2024 data, 62% of multi-generational households cite lack of privacy as their primary challenge, and only 3 in 10 have genuinely separate living areas. The S-shape's transition zone is specifically designed to be the third space, not family one's space, not family two's space, but the space where both families exist together by mutual choice. Reason 5. The arrival sequence. 2 arcs, 2 independent approaches. The detail who've lived in shared structures say matters more than anything else after 6 months. In most two-family buildings, both families share an arrival sequence. Same driveway, same entry. Every arrival and departure a potential social encounter, whether either family wanted one at that moment. The curved S-shape creates 2 naturally differentiated arrival paths. The gravel driveway on the left approaches the building and curves toward the upper arc, toward family one's entrance at the upper wing. The garage door visible on the left face of the upper arc, the primary entry accessible from that approach. Family two's entry is at the lower arc. The curved face of the lower arc on the right side of the building presents its own entrance to its own dedicated approach from the garden side. Both families can arrive and depart at any hour without crossing each other's entry zone. The S-shape's 2 arcs point in different directions, which means their entry faces also orient in different directions, naturally separating the arrival sequences without any additional design effort. According to NAR's 2026 Generational Trends Report, 14% of all recent home purchases were multi-generational, with 41% of those buyers citing caring for aging parents as the primary reason, the highest share since tracking began. For the aging parent, a dedicated entrance that feels like coming home rather than arriving at a shared building is not a luxury. It is the condition that makes the arrangement sustainable for years rather than months. The honest trade-offs, because this channel never skips them. The curved S-shape is structurally more demanding than any rectangular Barndominium configuration. Curved wall framing in steel construction requires precision bending of metal members and careful engineering of the curved roof structure. The standing seam curved roof you see in this design is a sophisticated fabrication achievement that requires experienced steel building contractors. This is not a design for a builder who has not executed curved metal construction before. The curved standing seam roof is beautiful and it performs well. Metal roofing is the appropriate material for a curved residential structure, and the continuous curved surface manages water runoff efficiently. But its fabrication cost is higher than a standard peaked or single slope roof. Budget the curved roof as a premium specification from the start. Site land requirement. Both arc zones need adequate outdoor depth to function properly as private courtyard spaces. On a very narrow lot, the inner courtyard zones can feel compressed. The building shown here sits on a generous green rural parcel. That proportion of building to land is what makes both courtyard zones feel like genuine outdoor rooms rather than decorative gaps in the structure. Build cost premium. A general industry estimate of 25 to 40% above a comparable rectangular two-family barndominium, the highest premium of any two-family configuration covered on this channel, reflecting the specialized fabrication required. The result justifies it, but the budget must reflect it honestly from day one. Here is what the curved S-shape actually is. It is the residential floor plan that uses the direction of a building's curve to deliver what straight walls have always struggled to provide. Two genuinely private outdoor worlds on opposite faces of a single structure. Acoustic separation built into the geometry rather than the insulation specification. A transition zone that belongs to neither family and therefore creates a genuinely chosen shared space. And two naturally differentiated arrival sequences that give each family the independence that makes the arrangement feel like a home rather than a compromise. You don't create privacy by adding walls between families. You create it by designing a building that faces both families outward, toward their own private worlds, and inward only when they choose to be. Drop a comment and tell me, does the curved S-shape appeal to you?
Or does the curved construction premium put you off? And if you're currently in a two-family living situation dealing with the privacy problem, tell me exactly what the building is failing to provide. I read every comment personally. If this is the design answer you've been looking for, like it, share it with whoever you'd want living in the other arc, subscribe for more content that goes this deep. See you in the next one.